Let's talk about one of the most common traps in new relationships: oversharing too early. It feels like transparency. I know, be transparent, be transparent. But hear me out, it can actually hurt your connection. Mhm. I said it. It could actually hurt. And everyone saying being transparent is one of those words that is overused, but we have to really understand what transparency means. So I'm going to tell you why oversharing early feels right, hmm, 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 but goes wrong. I said it. It overwhelms the other person and disrupt. I'm trying to say disrupt and trust at the same time because it disrupts trust building. Example, hold on, hear me out. Hear me out. I'm gonna give you an example here. Say you're on your second date, and not your first one. We're on your second date. And then you guys are, the vibe is there and your vibe is right. And the conversation gets personal. Instead of keeping it light, just the second date. Remember, this is the second one. You go right into your childhood trauma or your messy like breakup with your ex or whatever the case may be. The other person suddenly pulls back. Like, whoa, whoa. Not because they don't care or it was too much. It was just too much. Too much too soon. That's all. That is it. While you were there thinking that you were transparent and being all, ooh, you don't know what the other person has the capacity for. My favorite word, capacity. So, transparency is earned over time, not demanded up front. Y'all write that down. Y'all notebook for y'all tips. All right. And if you need to sip, transparency is earned over time, not demanded up front. Now, I'm going to tell you why this happens. All right. Here it is, y'all. When we overshare too early, it often comes from a place of anxiety or wanting to accelerate intimacy. I mean, for the most part. But trust and that connection, it needs to grow naturally. You do not want trauma bonding to happen or pity to happen. That's a whole nother thing. I'm not even gonna go into that right now, but I'm gonna tell you what to do instead. Instead, stick to the service level or situational transparency in the beginning. I talked about that in the other video. Go back. But I'm going to tell you, for an example, share about your hobbies. What you like to do, your recent adventures, your recent vacations, unless it was like not a good one, or just funny stuff. Not your deepest fears. None of that. Remember, none of that right now. And again, for more examples, I talked about this in the last video or the other video. And so, let's go back. Early transparency. I'm going to give you a little checklist. I'm going to give you a little checklist and I want you to write this down. You ready? Keep it light and positive. Remember, this is in the beginning. We on the second date. We are on the second date. Match the other person's energy. If you just be going in and telling that and they like, what? Who has said that? Oh. Match the other person's energy and save deeper topics for later. Cause you gotta see where they at. You gotta come on now. So think about your last first or second date. Did you overshare? Did you share something too personal? How did you feel after that? Was the vibes matched? Was they like, oh? What? You know, that's what I want you to think about, y'all.